Apple is finally getting closer to launching its first-ever foldable iPhone, and according to the latest leaks and insider info, the company is planning something big, but also quite careful. The production target is between 15 to 20 million units, which might sound like a huge number to some and surprisingly small to others. But there's more to this than just numbers. For the past year, we've seen hints, leaks, and rumors pointing to Apple's serious interest in entering the foldable phone market. This new device, which many are calling the iPhone Fold, is shaping up to be Apple's answer to the Galaxy Z Fold series from Samsung. Even though we don't know the official name yet, what we do know is that Apple is not rushing things. The goal is to build around 15 to 20 million units, but not to sell them all in the first few months. Instead, this production goal is spread out over a 2 to 3 year period. That's very different from how Apple usually handles iPhone launches. Normally, new models sell tens of millions of units within just a few months. But for the iPhone Fold, Apple seems to be treating this as a long-term product, possibly keeping it around for 2 or 3 years without a yearly upgrade, at least for now. In comparison, Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 6 reportedly sold under 2.5 million units in its first 6 months. So Apple's goal of 15 to 20 million units, even over a few years, could still end up outpacing Samsung's foldable sales, especially if Apple delivers a better design and overall experience. Now, one of the biggest questions is, can Samsung actually produce that many foldable displays for Apple, i.e. Samsung? Even though Apple and Samsung are major rivals in the smartphone world, they still work together in many areas behind the scenes. Samsung already supplies Apple with OLED panels for iPhones, and it's widely believed that they'll also be providing the foldable screens for the iPhone Fold. But here's the catch: Apple wants top-notch quality. Specifically, they're reportedly asking for a nearly invisible crease in the foldable display. That's something no one has fully mastered yet, not even Samsung itself. But if anyone can get close, it's Samsung Display. However, even they are expected to make only 7 to 8 million of these high-quality, foldable panels per year. That could mean limited availability of the iPhone Fold at launch, especially in the first year. And here comes the part that might disappoint some fans: Apple's plans aren't fully locked in yet. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, who is usually a very reliable source when it comes to Apple leaks, says all of this is still subject to change. That means everything from the specs to the price to the actual launch timeline could shift in the coming months. Speaking of specs, there are some early rumors floating around. The iPhone Fold might feature a large primary display close to 8 inches when unfolded, and a secondary outer display of around 5.5 inches. The build quality and hinge design are two areas where Apple wants to go beyond what Samsung currently offers. They're reportedly aiming for a cleaner design with fewer moving parts and better durability. That could be one reason why the company isn't planning to update this model every single year. As for the price, don't expect it to be cheap. Most leaks suggest that it could cost over $1,800 or even cross the $2,000 mark. That puts it in the ultra-premium range, but that's not unusual for Apple, especially when introducing a brand new product line. So, when could we actually see this foldable iPhone in stores? Production might begin in late Q3 or early Q4 of 2025, which means a launch could happen sometime in 2026. That timeline also fits with the expected flood of new rumors we'll probably see between September and November of this year. Some of those rumors will confirm what we already suspect, and others might completely change our expectations. The iPhone Fold, or whatever it ends up being called, could be one of the biggest changes to the iPhone lineup in years. But for now, it's all still in progress. The price could be high, the supply might be tight, and the details could shift. But one thing is clear: Apple is serious about entering the foldable space, and 2026 might finally be the year we see it happen.